It was just a normal day. You don't know what's going to happen, you know. Kieran was 22 on his way to work last July. He didn't make it to work.
The Cassidy family have had the worst year of their lives. Kieran Cassidy was killed on the Underground at Russell Square. He was just 22.
I think as a family we've all dealt with it in different ways. I wouldn't say I'd ever recover because my children to come are not going to have an uncle, so that's never going to happen. I think that's the thing that I'm finding very hard to deal with, is that I'm going to be left at some stage on my own.
Would you say that what happened a year ago has changed you?
Yes, it has changed me.
In what way?
It makes me angry.
It makes you angry?
Yes, angry.
You weren't an angry man before?
No. It's hard. We're just not a happy family.
The Cassidys say they can't forget or forgive the bomber who killed their son. But they also have an anger towards the government for going to war in Iraq.
I've spoken to Mr. Blair, and the first words I said to him, you are the cause of all of this. If you hadn't go to war in Iraq, there would have been no bomb.
You blame him for the death of
your
son?
Yes, I do blame him for the death of my son. I blame him is right.
Had nothing directly written to us from Tony Blair himself.
And that would be important to you, would it?
I think he needs to make some comment towards at least the bereaved families in what he feels was the cause of that day, and that's why I feel it's really important at the moment that we have a public inquiry.
I mean, this is the first suicide bombing in the Western world. The first suicide bombing on London Underground, and why can't have a proper investigation? So if the authorities have nothing to hide, then why not have it? Why hide?
The government has ruled out a public inquiry, but the Cassidys still have questions that won't go away. They have a strong sense of being let down by the system.
We've been treated very poorly, really. I'm saying very, very poorly.
Have you, in what way?
Well, I mean, just after the bombs, government ministers were visiting Muslims in Bradford. They weren't worried about us.
Do you feel you've been ignored?
Yes, we have been ignored. Especially the injured people, especially people with lost limbs, woman losing 2 legs and being offered a £50,000 for each leg. I mean, it's absolutely disgraceful.
The Cassidys say Kieran was a free spirit. He enjoyed his football, going out with his friends, being with his family. Graham Satchell, BBC News.